Hi Libra, and welcome to your weekly reading from the week of February 26th to March 3rd. This is a reading for all Libra placements or for people who just find this reading intriguing, inspiring, helpful. So yeah, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to look at a general situation. In the beginning of the reading, second part, I will look at a relationship dynamic, and I can't wait to see what the cards want to tell us today. Ooh, the High Priestess, very beautiful. There is maybe a lot of psychic energies that you're experiencing at this time this week. Maybe you're really tapping deeper into source, as they say. Maybe it's a whole law of attraction type of thing that you have going on right now. Maybe a sense of really being at the right place at the right time, working with your spiritual knowledge, working with your spiritual wisdom, working with your also unbiased attitude towards what's happening, and just being very clear and pure on a spiritual level of experience. So it is about really kind of, I want to say, I feel strongly like clearing out your energies, connecting to a deeper source of creation that is much more abstract, not really paying so much attention to our surroundings and how our surroundings look like, more like drawing in a feeling and an experience. It could be that you really are in a place where you're activating a certain reality for yourself, and it has a lot of it has like this creative type to me, this creative spark to me, this card, for some reason. I wouldn't normally read it like that, but in this sense it's like you're cooking up something spiritually. It's like drawing in all the things you need, like calling in the spirits, even something like that. You know, I get this feeling of I'm calling in all the help from the universe now to be able to really completely let go and move forward in a very pure sense of being. That's very interesting. I've never read this card like that. Ooh, Eight of Swords. It probably will help you step out of a mental place that has you stuck. So you wanna maybe meditate, retreat when you feel like it's getting too much, you feel stuck in your head, feel trapped maybe, or things don't develop in a way that you wish them to develop. It can be quite freeing and quite liberating, I think, to step into a spiritual practice, maybe meditation, trying to connect to a deeper sense of belonging and self in the now. That's all the High Priestess as well. Maybe even dive into some spiritual teachings. It might really help you invite in things and see things for what they are more clearly on a deeper level. Because this Eight of Swords, it's just like a card where it's like as soon as we step into a High Priestess type of energy again, we do understand that this is not real. This is just made up. It's made up. This mindset that is holding us back, that is limiting us, that is keeping us from achieving things or from seeing things differently. It's just not real. It's like a construct. It's constructs in our head. And once we connect deeper to our spiritual selves, we do understand that this is just an idea. It's very much like Eckhart Tolle teachings, you know, like it's a concept of self that we're holding on to. Our mind is just a thing that is going on and on and on forever, and we have to kind of learn how to distance ourselves from our thoughts and not believe everything we say. And the High Priestess will be able to tap into that more non-verbal source of consciousness. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Huh. It is really letting go. It is letting go of what is too much, of what is too oppressive, of what is too exhausting. It is maybe even working with those or keeping them at bay. You know, this is what's going on. Maybe in the physical, there's a lot of restricting thoughts. There's a lot of circumstances that are quite challenging maybe, or exhausting. And there is a lot to take on right now that is holding us in a place of, or that we have to push through for some reason. There's a big load on our plate. But we try not to attach to it. We try to not let our spirit attach to this very temporary energies here. Because the High Priestess, this is like this beautiful picture where it's not like a timeline in the sense of this is happening in the beginning of the week, then this, and then it's more like a whole. And we have the Devil here. Wow. This is this whole picture of how do we detach our spirit and our inner being from these heavy things going on. I don't even want to say realities, because we don't have coins here. If we would have like a pentacle situation here, I would say like, yeah, the reality is shit, you know. But this is not, this is like, the reality is what you make it, and what do you want to not be attached to too much. We don't want to be attached to this sense of being stuck in our mind, because it's not real. And we don't want to be attached to this idea of things need to be hard, and there need to be all these things happening all at once, and I need to carry all this stuff by myself. We want to let it go. And it seems like, I mean, how she's spreading her arms, she's just detaching herself from these ideas. This can be a really strong spiritual week for you, Libra, where you're really deciding to start fresh in spirit and to really let go on a very, very deep level of these, get strong law of attraction type of vibes, of these notions that things have to be hard and that we're stuck when it comes to our beliefs. So meditation, I think, is really of high importance this week. I think you're also really focused on yourself, tapping deeper into your connection with yourself, maybe detoxing spiritually, getting rid of energies that are distracting. So let's see what the bottom of the deck. Ooh, nice. Finding the pleasure in that connection with self also. 6 of Cups. Finding the pleasure in the depth of your emotional experience, and finding the pleasure into already seeing the change come. When we look at these cups, they have snakes inside of them. They're transparent, and when you look at the cups, they have these snakes of transformation already inside of them. So this is Sun in Scorpio, which is deep transformation. And this is a very deep time. Oh wow, look at that. The Knight of Wands is here. To kickstart this energy that you need to move forward. But yeah, this is finding the pleasure in the change, in the inner world. This is letting yourself fall into the emotional experience of this time, of letting go. And feeling safe in letting go. This is feeling safe in letting go. And I think you're really letting go of these, you're sending it out there. Be like, I'm detaching from this. I'm not going to carry this with me this week. That's deep spiritual work. All right, I love it. So let's see what we have with relationships. 1111 just came, so this could be, you know, a twin flame kind of situation. This was 1111 on my phone. 11 minutes, 11 seconds of a reading. So yeah, let's see. Oopsie. This is beautiful here, this picture, because it's letting go and drawing in at the same time. What you're drawing in is not really obvious so much, but you're definitely drawing in more on a gut level. This other person. Ooh. 7 of Pentacles. This is such an interesting illustration of this card, because for some reason there could really be a person where there's a fork in the road for them. Picking between 2 paths, but finding out that the path, that there's a completely new path as well. Maybe picking between 3 paths, actually. But it can be, of course, also a person that is just in a position of trying to assess a situation for themselves, a situation with you, trying to really see and be analytical about what's good and what's bad about a situation, what works and what doesn't, finding the failures and the mistakes, and looking at how to learn from the mistakes and figuring out how to move forward. And it seems like, I mean, there is an unknown component when it comes to moving towards you. There is this sense of the unknown. There is a sense of the known when they move into a different direction, the sun and the moon. And there is a path in between that is combining these elements, and that would be the path of the self, probably, where they pick themselves first, which is a path that has not been taken before. Maybe you're dealing with a person who hasn't picked themselves before and who have always picked others before them. And, you know, that's kind of sad, in a sense, to be quite honest. Picking a path into a known direction that they've already experienced can be quite oppressive as well. So sometimes we choose oppression, and we choose this is important for anybody. We choose the struggle because we know the struggle, you know, so it's familiar. And if we would step out of it, it would be scary somewhat because we are not used to it. We choose the burdens because we know we can feel important as well. You know, when you take on a lot, you can feel important. Of course, it can give you something. Oh, the Hierophant. You're in the Hierophant energy, where I think you're just committed to, you might be committed to a specific person where you're like, okay, I'm willing to work this out with you, but I'm still standing in my spiritual beliefs. So if this is how I want things to be for myself, and I'm right here, you know, I'm right here, but I also have my standing on how I want to create meaning in relationships. And if you need to take your time, that's fine. Take any time you want. Assess your situation. No, I'm right here. I'm doing what's right for me. If you choose that this is right for you, that's great. If not, then, you know, you cannot, it doesn't seem like you're forcing a person, or just seems like you're committed to your beliefs, and can see maybe also in a person something long term where you're like, oh yeah, I can see this. I can see that there is a relationship that can really grow, but I'm also committed to my decisions and what I believe in. And that a person is taking your time might even strengthen your belief that this is, you might respect that, you know. Because it's like this hand pointing towards, it's like, yes, this is a sustainable, like long term, I can see the worth of this, but it's still, I'm over here, you know, and I can definitely see the worth. I can commit to this. I can be patient, but I cannot make a step in. It seems like there is no making a step into a direction. It's like you are where you are, and it all works within your belief system for some reason. What this person is doing right now, I feel like. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, wow, 3 of Wands. This person might just pick you up and ask you what you want, and you might just realize that you kind of want the same thing, and you have a similar vision. The way these cards, the star is also here. Very authentic, what's happening here. Very authentic. This can also be a work colleague. I kid you not. This looks very much also like really committing to a partnership in work when it comes to a creative vision, which is beautiful. This can be, this is very beautiful because it says there is a person who is assessing their situation in whatever context, if it's romantic or if it's like, you know, a family situation or a friendship, but it's something deep, on a deeper level for sure, a deeper level of commitment. So a person might just really not know what you want, and you might want to figure out together, or you might want to, at this time it will get clearer what both of you want, because we have this, I mean, if you look at this, it's so beautiful. There is this path into this unknown with the moon, and this is the path that is directed towards you, you know, and if this person chooses this path, they might as well have to walk over here and pick up this wand, which represents what you want, this one of three, and kind of like make the unknown known and just figure out what it is that you want. And you might just really be ready to commit to this and fully, you know, be like, yeah, that's what I believe in, that's how I want to do things, that's how I want to move forward. And you might have a very similar idea, like it might be the same, identical idea of an identical path that forms in front of you, because all of a sudden there's these two wands moving forward into somewhat of the, again, unknown, and the path will open itself up in front of you as you go. It's not set in stone, it's not, you know, this is just, what do you want? Oh, I want the same thing. All right, then let's step into that direction and move into that direction. That sounds great. Of course, I cannot make any clear predictions, but and I don't want to do that, but it seems like a person is picking you. It can be also an employer, quite honest, who is checking in again, like, is this actually what you want? Is this how, tell me a little bit about your beliefs when it comes to this. All right, that sounds good. I'm like on the same page here. Let's move forward. I love it. So there is some relationship, I think, that's quite long lasting and will probably, at least it's an attempt to create something sustainable that really clicks with your beliefs. And there is a lot of hope for this. Very nice. Well, okay, I really am into this. This is super symbolically charged and beautiful, and there's a beautiful picture opening up right in front of our eyes. The fates, very beautiful, like the acceptance and the understanding that things happen as they're supposed to happen, and we have the serendipity card. And also the acceptance and understanding that it's just some drive that kind of is here, and some passion, but you cannot, you know, you will not be able to, there is this idea of, you cannot force your luck, you know, you have to kind of go for it, try for it. The star card and the fates card also very, very similar from the energies, like this is where I'm supposed to be at, this is where I do believe that this is the right place to be at the right time. A very deep spiritual knowing and understanding that your situation is, that you're okay. It's this very comforting, pleasurable, safe feeling of I'm okay. I'm okay where I'm at. I'm okay with the unknown, not knowing even. I'm okay with what's coming. I'm okay with knowing that I don't know what's coming. So yeah, Libra, this is beautiful. I love this. I'm excited for this week. Let's see how this plays out. Please leave me a comment, subscribe, like, and really, I'm really asking you, please help me grow this channel. I've been here for years and years and years. I've been doing this since 2017. Yes, I'm not doing it as regularly as other readers often do. This is why also I think YouTube is not really favoring me so much in the algorithm, because it's sometimes very irregular, which is just due to the fact that I am also making art and making music, and life is going on, and that this sometimes just takes up all my time, so I cannot always deliver in a way that the algorithm favors people. I do think my readings are really of quality, and I know that people do enjoy my readings, but maybe I just need a little more help to get the readings out there. So I ask you to subscribe, like, comment, share even maybe. And if you like this type of content, if you like these type of tarot readings that go a little deeper below the surface, and have a little more of a reflective nature and a psychological nature rather than only spiritual and esoteric nature, then I would love you to, just help me get those readings out there and help me get more into the algorithm. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and I hope I'll talk to you soon. Bye.